I think they were gone for 2 weeks. So I, I know. Our friend Carrie from the neighborhood is out west. They went to Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons and Yosemite. I guess there's fires now, and after Yellowstone was closed, I hope they have fun. Well, and then that derecho went through South Dakota when they were driving there. No. I mean, it was worse there than it was here. So yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. I've been riding my bike a lot lately, trying to get ready for RAGBRAI. In fact, I got up 5 this morning and rode. So before I taught, so riding my bike, it reminds me a lot of how our life goes, because sometimes you can just kind of, if you're going downhill, if it's pretty flat, you just cruise along and it seems so easy. And then all of a sudden a hill comes along and you have to pedal harder and work harder. And then maybe a headwind hits you as well. And sometimes you even have to stop and walk your bike. But as long as you keep moving, you don't tip over, right? As long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other on the bike or walking. And I have this plaque that I bought for Mike several years ago, and it shows a biker, but it says, "Life is a journey. Enjoy the ride." And so no matter what comes your way, if you think of it like that, sometimes it is hard. Sometimes those hills really suck, but you can embrace all of that because it's all what made you who you are today. So I want you to think about that, see what hills you've climbed lately. We'll go on a little journey today. So close your eyes and just turn to your breath. Just check in with yourself. Sometimes I go out and I just pedal as hard as I can, and I don't notice all the beauty really, and the luster and the miracles that are all around me. And then other days, when I'm prepared for the ride, I take time to really notice those things. And it actually makes your ride easier. Even though you may be pedaling just as hard, you can still notice those things. Bring hands to heart center. May we all learn to enjoy the ride no matter what comes our way, the journey. It's not the end that you're trying to get to. Really enjoying the journey along the way. May we also notice those miracles and beauty and grace that's always there for us. And please lower your hands, open your eyes. We're going to start on our backs. We're going to do just a lot of stretching today and maybe stay off our hands more than usual. A little bit of hands, but mostly not on our hands. So just bend your knees, keep your feet flat. Bring your hands to your low ribs and just kind of notice how you have your spine arranged. See if you can lengthen a little bit more. And then I'm just going to have you do cat-cow here. So start with cat. So draw your rib cage back, and especially the lower ribs, you can feel them engaged. And then try and press the lumbar spine down. You'll scoop the tailbone a little bit. You can even lift your head if you want to, just to feel the length in the back of the neck. And then go ahead and go the other way. So set the head down. Don't let the ribs pop up though. I think I'm gonna just keep a lot of length, but tilt the pelvis so that you feel that lumbar curve really come into the low back. And then go the opposite way again. Just do it 2 more times, just really noticing that lumbar area. And then pause when you've completed your round. And just think of trying to find a place kind of in the middle where you're really feeling connected through the rib cage. Shoulder blades are in the back, but you can feel that there's still a little curve there. And then flex your feet and lift your shins parallel to the floor and bring your hands on your thighs. And keep thinking long spine as you press the thighs away and up and engage and lengthen the spine. And don't press so hard, remember. You don't have to go as hard as you can. Just feel some work and be able to breathe through it. One more breath. And then hug your knees in. Roll side to side a little bit. Honey's in my stomach are growling, so you can hear that. Good, and let's do that again. So bring your feet flat so you can find that long and connected spine. Feel like you're halfway between cat and cow. Lift the feet, flex them, shins parallel to the floor, hands to the thighs. Keep that length, push away and up a little bit. And then bring both hands to the right thigh and extend the left leg. Keep lots of length. Bend the left knee, bring both hands to the left side, extend the right leg. Feel work in your core. Keep breathing. And then bring both hands to the one to each thigh. Take 3 more breaths, flex the feet. And hug the knees into the chest. Release everything. And then go ahead and bring your feet flat so you can find that neutral position for your spine. Bring your hands by your hips and then stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. And then just kind of flex and point a little bit. And then bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and allow the legs to open to the side wide. And then you can just kind of hold them there. Again, flex and point if you want to. You can kind of rock forward and back a little bit, feeling the opening. Forgot what I was doing, so I had to look. Good, and then you can use your hands to push the legs back together. And just hug your right knee in. And extend your left leg all the way long to the floor. If that's too intense, you can bend the knee. So feel that, feel just as much of a long spine as you did before. And then widen the knee a little bit towards the armpit. And bring the foot towards the ceiling. Reach up so your elbows on the inside of the knee and grab the little toe side with your right hand for happy baby. Bring your left arm out to T just to help balance you. And then if it feels right for you, keep all parts of the foot engaged and leg. You can extend the right leg long, keep the left leg grounded. And off to the side. And bring it back in. Release that one to the floor and hug your left knee in. Oh my gosh. Bring the knee off to the side, maybe towards your armpit. See how it's feeling. Bring the foot up. Really keep a lot of activity in both legs. Grab the little toe side and bring your right arm out to help balance you. Half happy baby, half happy baby. And then if you want to, you can straighten the leg and even bring it off to the side more. Keep that right thigh grounded down. Good, and then release that foot. Hug both knees in again. And rock on up to seated position. And take a seat on a corner of your blanket. And bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Bring your hands behind you. You're gonna have to, this is gonna be kind of weird. You're just gonna roll both knees to the right. So you kind of are making right angles. And then twist and face your right leg. Maybe even twist a little further, just notice. And then come on up and go the opposite direction. So right angles, this leg straight out, this leg's 90 degrees from the other leg. And then see about twisting. And let's do that one more time. I like to bring my hands behind me just to do the transfer. I'm sliding off my blanket. I don't know if you are. This time twist and just face that leg and maybe fold forward a little bit. And come on up. Switch again. And fold. And then bring both knees up. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide. Baddha Konasana. Trying to say all the Sanskrit names more. I've been getting lazy on that. Good, now stretch the legs in front of you. And if you need to, inner spiral. Get nice and tall. And then possibly fold forward, Paschimottanasana. You don't have to go that deep, just feel a nice stretch. Try to bend right at the hip creases, keep a long spine. Long back of neck. Viking's really hard on the neck, so I've been working on that. You can even round the upper back if you want to. Keep not lots of length. Hold. Good, and then come on back up. Oh, that's good. Bring your feet wide. And again, just check, are you grounded through the sits bones? You don't have to go super wide. Press the heels down, hug them towards each other, feel the curve, and then fold forward a little bit. Maybe upright is where you're at today. Remember, this is early, so don't force anything. Keep breathing. If you notice the movement of your breath when you're in poses, you're not stalling out, you're focusing on what you're doing while you're doing it. And then come on back up. Bend your right knee and bring it in. If this bothers your knee, you can just keep the leg extended, but you're going to twist and face your left leg. Think really active feet and legs, sits bones back and grounded. Nice long spine, and then maybe reach to the outside of the shin, to the outside of the foot, and fold. I have your left fingertips kind of supporting you. Just notice it in your right hip. Again, just noticing the movement of your breath. And then come on up, extend the right leg and switch to the left leg. It's bent. This is Janu Shirshasana. It means head to foot toes. Shirsha and Janu, head to toe. A twist center the belly if you can. Feel both sit bones grounded, and then go for a little stretch. Feel the stretch in the outside of your left hip. Attempting to keep the sits bones back. And then come on up, unwind, and this is the part where you're going to be on your hands, all fours position. And just do some cat-cows, but first engage your hands and your arms. Just notice. And then feel that connection in your rib cage as you move to cow. And then round to cat. Just see if you have more awareness in that area from doing this on your back. And how it feels when you can keep your spine just lengthening and connected. One more round. Stretch your toes long. Sit back on your heels. For just a moment, feel an ankle stretch. And then come on up to standing. You can find your blocks at the front of your mat if you want to. I'll just move mine there just so they're kind of ready. And then stand in your best Tadasana. So just engage all parts of your feet. Little baby bend in the knees, sit bones back, and then just work up the spine, feeling that connection. Long side body, long back of neck. And then bring your arms to cactus. Think shoulders on the back. And turn the palms out and pretend like you're in a door frame and you're just gonna press out and widen your clavicle bones. Press out and feel length. Yeah, didn't know Tadasana was so much work. Now turn your palms in and stretch your arms up, but keep that feeling in your arms. Good. Bend your right arm, mirror you, and bring it to your left elbow. I'm trying to mirror you, but I'm not saying it right. So you can stretch one side or the other, I don't care. And then reach up and switch. Just feel it right on the back of your tricep area, but you can feel that engagement that you just did with your arms. Good, stretch both arms up and fold forward, Uttanasana. Take a breath there. Again, just take a moment to feel your feet grounded, your legs super active, shins in, thighs out. And then bend your knees, bring your hands on your knees, and think of what you did on your back, that abdominal bracing. So you're gonna press down and away and think, I wanna keep the curve, but really engage my core and lengthen, right? Now try and maintain that as you bring hands to heart center. That's Katasana. So that's how Utkatasana should feel with that abdominal bracing. Lots of length, lots of connection. Good, reach forward, touch the floor. Uttanasana. Just kind of sway forward and back. Feel connection through the legs. Let your neck relax. And then bend your knees again. Bring your hands on your knees. And this time, I'm just going to have you do standing cat-cow. So move your hands up a little further and come to cow pose, but with that connection. Good, now slide your hands forward, tuck your chin, round the back, cat pose. And do that 2 more times. So hands up, find cow, but feel how connected your spine is. Don't let go of that. Round the cat. Last time, cow. Round the cat. And then find the neutral position, straighten your legs, reach down, touch the floor, Uttanasana. Just stay for a moment. And then slowly come on up to standing Tadasana. I'm going to have you turn sideways on your mat and take a wide stance now. And just kind of feel that with your feet and legs. Feet are pointing forward, legs super strong, just like you did in Tadasana. I want you to start from the ground up and just work up your spine. And then bring your arms out. Bend the elbows. And just like you're in a door frame, again, now you can think, I'm going to press out with my feet, turn my palms out, press out with my palms. So I feel super connected. Still have a little baby bend in my knees. My sit bones are back. Turn the palms in. Stretch the arms up. Okay, now keep all that connection. You might have to bend your knees a little bit as you fold forward. Prasarita. Bend right as hip creases. You can sway forward and back a little bit if you want to. Just feel your way this morning. Noticing, enjoying the ride. It's always about the journey to get into the poses, not about reaching the final pose. Okay, now bend your knees a little bit and swivel your heels in. I want your kneecaps and your toes to point the same direction. Bring your hands on your knees, your thighs. Remember that connection in the core that you did in Utkatasana. And come up to goddess pose. Hands to heart center. Feel that connection, abdominal bracing connection. Yeah, you can bend one knee and the other if you'd like. Just notice. I always have to tell my big toe mound to press down as I do this. It feels safer. You can even get more aggressive if you want to. I'm not doing much today because my legs are really tired from that bike ride I did this morning. Good. And then pause, reach down, touch the floor, straighten your heels out again. Press start. Take a moment. And then come on all the way up, back up to standing with those wide legs. Turn your right foot forward. Bend into your front knee. I always have to bend my back knee a little bit to see if I'm really connected. Remember the door frame thing as you extend the arms. Can you feel that strong connection in your core? My stomach's really growling. See if you can still see your big toe. Good, straighten the front leg. Switch your feet. See if you can still feel that door frame as you bend into the knee. Good, one more breath. Whoa, I'm really working the core. Good, straighten the front leg. And then let your arms rest, heel toe. Wrap your feet together. Good. Whew, I'm breathing hard. Come to the front of your mat. And you'll have your blocks handy, right? And let's just grab your blocks and bring them on the highest height next to your feet. So your feet are hip distance. And then step your right foot back just about 3 feet or so. So the heel and the hip are right in line. And then straighten the left leg. I didn't say that. Now ask yourself if that feels like you're connected through both heels and if your hips are square. And then if you want to, you can walk your blocks out and stretch a little deeper over that front leg, but feel just the same in your spine. That's what I want you to feel. This is called Parsvottanasana. And then walk the blocks back. Come up like you're in a pranam. So your spine is kind of parallel to the floor. Bring your left hand to your hip. Keep the right hand on the block. See if you can stay just as long and as strong in your spine. And then maybe twist to the left and come to twisted triangle. Left hip crease stays back. Only extend the arm if it feels like you're connected. The abdominal bracing is working. You're connected. Shoulder blades are on the back. Long back of neck. Remember the door frame. See if you can broaden your clavicle a little bit more. Good, and then touch down. Bend the front knee, step forward, and switch. Left foot back. Just check. I have to turn my toes out slightly, but my heel, my knee, and my hip are all in the same plane, same line. And then I think, do I have my hips square? Do I have the sits bones back and apart? Can I feel that abdominal bracing? So I'm long and strong, long back of neck, and then maybe I can walk the hands out and fold a little deeper. Parsvottanasana. Stay for some breaths. Remember, it's all about the journey. You don't have to go deeper. You can stay right where you are, but notice what if you feel opening anywhere. And then walking the Hands back in. Keep the left hand on the block. You're in a pranam, right hand to the hip. And twist. Really connected. Palms back and apart. Rib cage back, shoulders back, long back and neck. Good, touch down. Bend the knee, step forward. Bring the blocks forward a little bit. So they're still kind of as wide as the outside of your feet. And then come on up to standing. Sweating. Stomach's still growling. I'm sweating. Okay, we're going to do a little balance work. So shift your weight to your right foot. Bring the left knee up. Just take your time. Just want you to use your arms for balance. See if you can find that abdominal bracing to help you here. Good. Bring the left foot down. Switch. Right knee up. Abdominal bracing. It's not fair, I had the wall. Get me up. Good, and bring the foot down. Switch again. Right leg, or standing on the right foot, left knee up. This time bring hands to heart center. And slowly bring the knee back as you fold forward. See if you can come to warrior three. Your blocks are there in case you need to touch down. And come on back up. See if you can lift the knee before you touch down. And release it. Woohoo! Okay, other side. Just take your time. I think it feels like you can find that abdominal bracing if you lift the knee first and then move it back. See if you can lift the knee as you come out. And come on down. Okay, now one more, sorry, but gotta stretch our quads a little bit. So shake it out for a moment. And then standing on your right foot, bring your left foot behind you this time. Find the foot or the ankle. And maybe stretch the right arm up. Knee beside knee. Even find abdominal bracing here. So think, can I lengthen? Can I get everything set up? And then make that stretch feel even better. Good, and release. Switch as you become ready. Sometimes you gotta dance. Oh, good. And release. Take a moment. Want to try one more? We haven't done this for a long time. Baby dancer pose. So Bring your right arm forward and you're going to stand on your right leg. And when you reach back, turn your palm up and grab the inside of your left foot. And then hug the foot and the arm to the midline. Find the abdominal bracing and maybe kick the foot back. It's okay. It's a really hard one. If it is, stay there. If you're needing to regroup, come on down. And come on back. That's what those ice dancers do, like on ice skates. Yeah, exactly. Talk about balance. Left arm forward. Just think abdominal bracing, that long spine. And then you can always work to get more movement in your spine. Find the inside of the foot. My thumb's on top. I hug in and then I go for it. Sometimes you have to start over. Whoa, this one's not working for me today. Come on out. Take a breath. And please find your blocks and bring them by your feet. Now just a couple of sun salutes. We might do one down dog in there on our hands just for fun, but we'll see. So inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, reach down, touch the blocks. Inhale, right foot back to deep lunge. Just take a moment there because we really haven't done a lot of this position today. Feel the back leg engaged. I like to bend the knee, lift the heel high. Feel the left foot stamping down. And then lower the back knee. And slowly stretch up. You take your time. Hands on the knee. Think abdominal bracing position. So just, and then bring your arms up to cactus. Turn the palms out, pretend like you're in that door frame again. Rest out, maybe broaden, but lift the heart a little bit. Turn the palms in, stretch up, Anjane. Good, and touch down. Lift the back knee, step forward, and please switch left foot back, deep lunge. Take a moment there to see, do you have everything connected the way you want to? Feel a nice stretch. Lower the back knee. Take your time, setting up. So building from the bottom up, the hips stay square. And then think of that abdominal bracing, lengthening up. Shoulders on the back, long side body, rib cage back, long back of neck. Press out like you're in the doorway. And then keep that, extend the arms, Anjane Asana. And touch down. Step the blocks to the side for a moment. Okay, here's your chance, downward facing dog. Just walk out your dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog. Step your feet up to your hands. Find the blocks again. And then your next inhale, sweep all the way up. Hands to heart center on the exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. And just being very mindful, make your way to warrior two again. Feel the deep connection all the way up and down the spine, abdominal bracing. Good, bring your right hand down, your back, your right leg, left arm up for a little reverse. Good, back to warrior two. Right hand comes to your hip. Left hand comes to the block. And you might think, oh, we're doing Parsvakonasana. No, we're going to do Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So slide your right foot up, move the block out, and lift to half moon. Thinking abdominal bracing, sits bones back, really long and strong spine. If you want to extend the arm. Nice. Shoulders on the back. Good. Look at the floor. Bring the right hand down, bring the right foot down. Forward fold. You can slide that block back. Let your head relax. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We got one more side to do. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Why not pranam? Just keep going with your breath. Inhale, left foot back. Ground it down. Make your way. Warrior two. Just notice, how can I do that abdominal bracing and I have the strength in my legs. Can I feel the strength all the way up and down the spine? Left arm down, right arm up, palm facing back, reverse. Come on, back to warrior two. And then bring the left hand to the hip, right hand to the block. Slide the block forward and lift the back leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Feel the strength of your spine. Your abdominal bracing is working. It's helping you in all the poses. Good. Square up the hips, left hand down, left foot down, forward fold. Take a moment there. You can move the blocks out of the way, turn the toes out a little bit, come down to a deep squat. I could stay here all day. Feels good. And then come to your backside, find your blanket again. And sit on your blanket. Extend your legs straight out. And then, why not? Let's do Paschimottanasana just to get that feeling of connection. Length, abdominal bracing, sits bones grounded, lots of length, and then fold. And coming up, back up, and have you bend your right knee and bring the ankle across your left thigh. Bring your hands behind you. Think of that length. You'll feel more if you can feel both sits bones grounded, really tall, and then lean back on your hands, bend your bottom leg. See if you can keep that abdominal bracing, that length, the sits bones back. Oh yeah, really good. And then grab that knee and the foot, extend the bottom leg again. See if you can keep that feeling of length and strength. Scratch your nose. You can move it back and forth a little bit. Oh, there's that nice hip. Yeah. Good. And then just bring it across, set knee on top of knee. Keep the foot flexed, or half happy baby, or not, half Gomukhasana. So feel like, I always have to feel like I'm hugging the heel in. I still feel both sits bones grounded. And then if that still feels good and you want more, keep the curve in the low back, fold at the hip creases. Yeah, it's deep. Not only a hip stretch, but a hamstring stretch. Lots of things, limiting factors, but it feels so good, hopefully. And then come on back up. And then just lift that knee again, bring the foot to the outside, interlace the hands so that you can pull up and back and then twist. So hand behind you if you want, elbow around the knee. And unwind, and guess what? We have another side to do. So extend that leg, just check yourself, see if you're still grounded, and then bend the left knee, bring the ankle across the thigh. And just give yourself a moment there. Sometimes that bone kind of presses into your thigh, so you have to kind of work it around. Hands behind you so you can feel abdominal bracing work at work, the length. And maybe lean back, bend the knee. One side always feels different and tighter than the other. So just know that that's a fact of life. The more you keep active in your feet and legs and spine, the better it'll feel. It'll feel just like a hip stretch, nothing else. You might have to get those sits bones back and then grab the knee, the foot, extend the bottom leg. Press that big toe mound forward. You can, sometimes you're open enough, you could get your foot in your elbow crease and then hold it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's oh, that feels so good. I don't want to ever quit. Good. And then bringing knee on top of knee, hug that foot in. I like to keep the foot flexed just because I think it's better for my ankle and my knee, actually. Feel grounded through both sits bones. Feel nice and long, and then maybe fold. When you notice things like, oh, my right hip is tighter than my left hip is tighter than my right. When you notice those things on your journey, it makes it much more interesting, doesn't it? You're not just going through the motions, really paying attention. And then come on up and switching to the Ardha Matsyendrasana. The foot points straight ahead. If it doesn't, you can bring it to the inside. Interlace, pull up so you feel that length in your spine, and then transition to the twist. Oh, I got a nice little spider friend back here. Hi, Mr. Spider Friend. You stay right there, okay? Good, and unwind. And please transition to your backs again. Turn these lights off, actually. Oh, I can't walk. So go ahead and transition to your back. And with your knees bent, feet flat, hands by your hips. Just do one cat-cow. You can do whichever one you feel, just bringing your awareness there again. And then pausing, that place in the middle where you're still feeling connection. Using the abdominal bracing, then press into your feet, lift your hips, Setu Bandha, half bridge. Or bridge. It's like a totally different pose when you approach it from the core standpoint. And then go ahead and lower down. Bring your arms to cactus. Bring your feet a little wider. And do some windshield wipers. So both knees to the right. And then up and over to the left. And back to the right. And back to the left. Excuse me, one more time each side. And then bringing the knees up. Find a really good position. You can bring your hands by your hips again. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Bring them wide again. See if it isn't a little more easy. You can support yourself with your hands. And then just kind of, this is going to be really subtle. Cat-cow in this position with your legs wide. Good, and then bring your feet together. Bend your knees, bring them to your feet to the floor, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Just bring your hands on your inner thigh this time. Just notice the position of your spine. Should be good because you did that work at the beginning of getting flat. And then go ahead and transition for Shavasana. Beginning your journey into total relaxation. Start by noticing your breath. And encouraging all of your muscles, body parts to relax, let go with each exhalation. When your thoughts begin to take you away, just remind yourself that you can notice those thoughts and then let them pass by. You can continue on your journey just to a deeper relaxation. Beginning your journey back. Tune into your breath. You can lengthen out your inhalation a little bit without forcing it. Like you just open your lungs so they can expand a little bit more. Beginning to wiggle and move in small ways. Please draw your knees into your chest when you're ready. Take your time. And roll to the right side. Open up as you're ready. Just find a nice seat. Enjoy the ride for a little bit more. Just riding on the waves of your breath. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle races are coming your way, so forget all your duties, oh yeah. Fat bottom girls, they'll be riding today, so look out for those beauties, oh yeah. On your marks, get set, go. Those are the queens from Queen. So thanks for taking this journey with me today. Really appreciate all of you guys. Bring hands to heart center. Namaste. You got a good stretch on. Good. No wrist issues today, right? Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thanks.